They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Noles will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Gets open down the middle. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action on first down. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On the run, fires downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years.
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Clemson! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kes McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoop, he took it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida State! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. And he was able to get back on top of it.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Klubnik. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these Minutemen got to be thrilled. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Scanning the field, it's Glenn. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Touchdown, Noles. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's the unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And a really good job on the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create...
Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. And they'll be left with a 3rd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pocket starts to collapse. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Keeps the legs moving.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air, it's Glenn. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Number 43, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. He puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Firing to the right, complete. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Got a man. It's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball through.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
At the 45 on his way. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're setting up the screen. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He'll keep it himself. And he's all bottled up. And now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to run for it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll do it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Give to the running back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
To the air. It's Glenn. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. But the defense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Back to throw, it's Glenn.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
The Noles will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that screen.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Glenn. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Makes his connection. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On the return, it's Brown. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down line.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Moving out of the pocket.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
You got to give credit to the play calling, the screen pass on 3rd down. I'm just trying to go feast on quarterbacks. I'm trying to get upfield, pad my stats, get some more sacks. They fly upfield, and they say, okay, you go here, we'll throw it right over your head, get the first down.
Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He'll bring it back. It's Brown. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll start this drive firing. And they got him for the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Back to throw, it's Glenn. He finds his man.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front. into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my run.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Breaks the tackle. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the... run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Dances away from the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Going up top on 1st down. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Bulls his way forward. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up a possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
He wants to go deep. And it's caught inside the 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. Tackled immediately after the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They had tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.